What's up, everybody? Steven here. We're back to yet another reaction. Today we're hopping into Gilmore Girls episode number 14 of season number 2. It should have been Lorelai. What does that mean? I don't know. Guessing something bad's gonna happen to Rory, or maybe, and they would have been like, oh, it should have been Lorelai. I don't know. Maybe Lorelai will start to feel like it should have been her or something. That's my only guess right now. I don't really have, as always, I always try to avoid the little synopsis here. But yeah, I'm hoping for a great episode. What was the last episode? This is more of the Rory situation, where I'm actually I found it very intriguing that you guys actually were on my side when it came to to Rory and that whole situation. I thought that was actually pretty cool, and that you guys didn't weren't, I don't know, I don't want to say blinded, but you guys, as much as I love Rory, I still call her out when she's doing stuff that's clearly naive. And it seems that the only time she does naive things seem to be really around Jess. And I called it out, and I'm glad some of you guys actually saw that as well. I mean, I said it in the reaction. I was like, well, yeah, it fits her age, but you know, it's still not a good thing. And Jess is clearly going after her. What was the other thing that really happened last episode? I remember, actually. It was the basket stuff, and I don't know that Lorelai and Luke got really kind of close. And also, Suki and Jackson got engaged, maybe? I don't know. But nonetheless, we're going to hop in here and have a good time. Pretty much like, comment, subscribe. Here we go. Is it empty?
One of those weird lulls. Happens occasionally.
Can we sit wherever we like?
Wherever you like.
Wow.
Such luxury I never dreamed of.
Wait,
Watch it.
Yeah, duck, Harvey.
so I guess you're still grounded over that whole Henry thing, huh?
Are you kidding? It's the mother of all groundings. My mom's done everything but slap a Dr. Dre ankle bracelet on me. I'm not even going to school.
Isn't it illegal to keep a kid out of school?
Well, she
Well,
talked
but-
all my teachers into allowing me to be
That whole thing
homeschooled for
happened
2
too, I
weeks.
forgot.
I believe the words highly contagious were bandied about. I only get 5 minutes a day of alpha.
Sensitive.
Hey,
Can I come in? I guess.
why do you have a suitcase?
So, you couldn't possibly be wondering what I'm doing here.
I couldn't.
The debate's Friday, and we need more preparation.
More preparation,
Oh,
Paris.
Jesus.
No two people know more about assisted suicide than the two of us. Kevorkian called today for a couple of tips.
I know
Oh,
we know the
shit.
material, but there's issues of presentation that need to be addressed.
Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt Vinegar Hour, but it's your dad.
Yeah, what the hell?
Dad, hi.
Did you give her the cereal?
I'd rather not say.
What the hell? That's cool. I mean, Dad's actually trying, so that's something. It's Lane. It's pretty Lane. Spying through the window. I don't know.
Hello. It's me. Lynn, this is flat out stalking.
Look, I don't have much.
I wanted to do a sound check, and she found some problems with the
Is
acoustics.
Christopher gonna show up and
seats is causing a base problem. We've got to move this whole row
maybe
over
everybody will
for
like him or
este.
something? I
Just
don't
move
know.
these people out. Mueva esta gente. Muévala, muévala.
Better find a seat before she moves them all.
What the hell?
Thanks. Glad you came.
No, you're not.
What?
I'm just getting you in the mood. Did you see Christopher anywhere?
Well, no. Hey, what does he look like?
If you don't
Oh my
know,
God.
why are you looking?
She said.
I'm looking for a guy that looks like
What's
a
he
guy
look
that
like?
you could be with, only I'm deducting 17 years off his age and I'm adding an all-boys private school uniform and a Yankees cap.
And does your head hurt?
Yeah, it does.
If everybody...
Paris.
Guess we're going mano a mano today, huh?
Yeah, shit. He's like, no.
Oh, God.
All right.
Yep.
The topic for today's debate is
Was
doctor-assisted
Brad from
suicide.
season 1? Do I remember Brad?
Let me introduce the debaters. On the Hillside Academy team, we have Brad.
The actual means, such as medication or other supplies, to a person who wishes to terminate his or her own life. The patient must then initiate
Oh,
the process. The goal is
shit.
euthanasia, a term with its
He
roots in
brung
ancient
his-
Greek.
Oh, but if I could just have a few seconds to rebut their
Oh.
charge of the cruelty of the act.
We take it back.
You can't take it back. It's a debate.
Okay, that's
He
enough
said we
cruelty
take it
for one day,
back.
Paris. Your team
He
has
said
won.
we.
Congratulations.
He said we take
Really?
it back.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
He was like, I'm done getting him. It's funny.
There they are.
And she's
I
very
see them. What do
pretty.
you think? She's got good hair. Yeah. Plus, she's been sitting for an hour and her dress is perfect. Not a wrinkle. How does she do that?
She must be a witch.
And she's doing that no hose thing. You ready?
Yeah.
Did Rory know?
Hi there.
It'd be
you
messed up
two.
if he brung her without Rory knowing.
You guys get to meet at last.
Right after.
Hi, Dad.
Uh,
You came.
Of course I did.
Come on, tell me you told her.
Sorry,
Tell me
I'm
you
still
told her.
getting used to it.
Please tell me you told
I'm
her.
glad.
Honey, look who Dad brought.
This is Sherry. Sherry, this is Rory.
Oh, finally. I am so beyond thrilled, I can't tell you. All he does...
If you don't want to celebrate with me, that's just fine.
The hell? Oh, Jesus, poor Brad. Yeah, she doesn't have a friend. I feel so bad for
Get the living
I'll
room, I'll get the kitchen.
What about the upstairs?
I'll body block the fool who tries to go upstairs.
Company is
I'll
stressful.
body her.
Oh, don't forget about your room.
What?
Presentation is everything.
Hello?
Hi, Dad.
You guys need some more time to clean up?
He knows this too well.
He knows us too well.
Come on in. How did you know we were cleaning?
Well, when you cut us off in the parking lot and sped off doing 60, I figured you were trying to beat us home for a reason.
Hope we're not completely ruining your
Suki
day.
didn't
Oh,
come?
no, we love company. Please come in.
Go shopping sometime for clothes or whatever. Yeah.
She's trying.
we could
She
do that
wants to be.
soon, okay? Sure.
Hey,
There's-
drinks.
I
Who
mean,
wants something
she's
to drink?
trying.
Got
I
water,
respect
soda?
that.
Just water for me?
No, I want to.
Okay, now, yeah. See, that's okay.
So,
Her house,
do you
but-
want flat water or sparkling? I hope it's flat.
This is
I
gonna
don't
be
have
bad.
sparkling.
What's she gonna
Or
say?
flat.
But I do desperately want to get to know Rory.
Well, sure. She's a great kid.
And that's okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Man, you're like really
Because
intense.
Rory is so important to him.
Yeah, I know. She is.
All
He
of a
told me about how
sudden.
he really wasn't a presence in her life for
Oh,
years
yes.
and how he'd
That's-
like to make up for all that time that he wasted.
Well, he's
Thank
been
you.
doing
I
really
respect
well
that by him,
lately.
but still,
No, he...
she's too pushy. I don't know if it's pushy.
Everything
I don't
okay?
know. She's
Yep,
just
she
so.
found apple juice. Great. Oh, of course, this does leave you a sad little orphan.
Oh,
Well, I guess he'll hang out with Lorelai.
White Castle bachelor dinners.
Or you can come with me tonight. Rory not there. I might need a
Jesus.
hostage.
Oh, yes, do it.
Jesus, that's awkward.
Okay. It's good.
No,
call.
that's.
You sure they won't be mad?
Hi, they like you.
Around 10.
Okay, well, if you want to grab a drink after the movie, Rory's got the list of places that serve minors.
No, I got a flask in my purse.
Oh, okay, I'm going to have to drink a lot of coffee to keep up with you two.
Damn, our secret's been revealed.
Have fun. Just trying to make you feel at ease around her, because it's true. You guys don't have to force anything.
Uh-huh. Where'd you get this don't force it philosophy? I'm in the picture.
You can back off, Lorelai. You'll be in Sherry's life.
Good.
Not that you thought to do the same thing when you were in my shoes.
What? What are you talking
Oh,
about?
the wedding.
Your
Oh,
fiancé,
Max.
I believe.
Yeah.
Max got close to Rory, right?
Yes.
Well, he and I never met. I didn't even know he existed until late in the game. Hell, I didn't even know you were engaged until you called me from your bachelorette party.
Oh shit.
And I wasn't.
You would have been part of the equation eventually. Really, Chris, you would have.
Eventually.
Well, trust me, Lorelai. Eventually, you would have been part of this one.
Damn, he has a point though. 100% has a point. Like she didn't even there was no mention of Christopher during that time until she called.
Chris? My girlfriend and I were passing through town. We dropped by Stars Hollow for a visit, and she and Rory are off doing something together.
You have a girlfriend?
Sherry.
And she and Rory are out together?
I'm sorry, I should have called, Mom.
Well, that would have been thoughtful. I mean, we set a place for her at the table.
Last trip to Rome, I spent the whole 4 days in a conference
Well,
room
Emily looked
by the
mad.
airport.
Look at her
Might as well have been
face.
in French Lick, Indiana.
Angry.
Well, my trips are mostly local. Just
So you're planning on having a family
What?
Jesus.
with this woman?
Her name's Sherry, Mom, and you're really putting Chris on the spot here.
Chris,
well,
why
we
would you
bought a
come?
family car. It's a natural question.
Dad called it a family.
I'm sorry, I just don't think that Rory should miss our dinners for something other than sickness or emergencies. That was the agreement.
I'm sorry, Emily, really.
Mom, Chris has apologized like 100 times. How many more times do you want to hear it?
It's because he's getting a new family, not being with Lorelai and then Rory and then that family.
What's going on here?
How can you let that horrible woman take Rory like that?
Okay, Mom.
I thought she
calm
was about
down.
to say
It's
whore.
only one night.
Holy
That's how it
sh-
starts. She's just getting her claws into her.
Oh
Christopher's got his life together. It's with her and not you.
Mom, the timing was never right for us.
That's because you dawdle time away. You could have had that effect on him. You could have been the person to help him get his life together.
Okay.
He made no effort.
Oh, so now this comes down to something
Oh,
I
no,
didn't
she's
do?
emotional.
Don't put that on me, Mother.
What other explanation is?
Me. She just had to run an errand.
Well, take whatever
Oh, the
table you
CD.
want.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
You don't seem your chipper self.
I brought some sparklers. I'll light them later and do some kicks.
You know, if you want, I can clear the counter and you can play some bagel hockey.
Had one prior serious relationship in her life,
Finally, the juicy stuff.
and it lasted 11 years.
11
Holy
years. And she never
shit.
got married?
She said she never thought about it with her career and all, but now she's thinking about it more and more.
Tick
Oh,
tock.
shit.
Tick tock.
In the past couple of years, she hasn't. What?
She freaked out that you were with Sherry. Can you believe that?
She freaked?
Totally. She kept calling her that woman.
Well, what did she think? That you were gonna come home and find a rabbit boiling on the stove?
No, it had to do with her and Christopher and... Anyway, eventually she came down and had a pouty dinner.
So it ended up okay?
Oh my God. Really?
You said 10 to 6. That's 10
The hell's the
a.m.?
jogger? A dean?
Okay, got it. Thanks for your time.
Oh, hey! What the hell?
Oh my God, Michelle, are you okay?
I've been running around this stupid square for over an hour.
So I hear your dinner was good.
Yeah, it was great.
I would love to see that house sometime, especially the portrait of Rory in the study.
Yeah, there's no way.
That would be great. So she's outside?
Somewhere.
Somewhere out
I'm
there.
gonna try to corral her.
Yeah, bring her by so I can see her too.
Okay. Bye, Lorelai. Thanks for everything.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye. I have something I want to say to you.
Uh-oh.
It's not an uh-oh.
Okay, what?
Well, I kind of realized something.
No.
You and Sherry visiting, and God help me because of something my mother said to me.
Wow.
Don't say that. I love.
Inspiration can
I'm
come
so in
from
love
the
with you.
unlikeliest sources.
You and I have been so linked in my mind that I think I have unconsciously sabotaged every decent relationship I've had, including the one with Max, because I was waiting for you.
Good. I'm really glad it's good for you, Lorelai.
Wait, what?
It is.
Why does he look mad? He looks mad. What's happening? Why are you mad?
How dare you put that on me?
I'm
Wait,
just
what?
thanking you.
Well, don't.
Wait, what's happening?
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Damn it, Lorelai, you're dumping 15 years of unhappiness on me? I did nothing to deserve that.
I'm not saying that you did.
You're as good as saying it.
No, I'm not.
Then what did you expect to come from this divine revelation that you've been so kind to share with me? Did you want me to apologize to you for ruining your life or comfort you and say, there, everything's gonna be all right so you can feel okay? Forget it.
Okay.
Look, if there's anything else you feel bad about in your life that you want to dump on my doorstep, just leave a note.
Okay, well, he's an asshole again. Oh, I thought. Wow. What the fuck? And you guys like him? There's no absolute way, bro. There's no way that you guys look at him and say he's a good dude. Nothing about what he said. I mean, I guess maybe the fact that she worded it, I was waiting for you to grow up. Maybe. But her demeanor, she was saying that she was hung. She kept saying she was hung up on it. Like, did she not say she was hung up on it? What? My dude made a scene at her local diner in front of her people. Oh hell, man, you guys with this Christopher guy, man. I'm sorry, I don't like this. Every time I'm just like, I was looking at. I was actually kind of liking him this episode with the whole he's realized he wants to be in Rory's life, and he realized that he wants to fix that he wasn't in Rory's life. He wants to be in it now, and he talks about her constantly. Can't miss a call. All this stuff. I was like, look at you, Christopher. You're actually trying. Damn you, you're good. He pulls that bullshit at the end. Man, you guys to be kidding me, man. Ah, man, I don't know. I don't even know what to get this episode. I'm very angry right now with him. Overall, does the ending elevate the episode to an 8? I was at a 7 before. I was like, oh, it's a solid, decent, fine episode. I mean, the stuff with Emily was good, and then I was just it was a good episode, but the stuff at the end elevated to an 8. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Maybe? I don't know. 7 to 8. Could be an 8 though. That Christopher stuff was a really big stuff, like really big moment for the show, I guess, in certain sense of like story-based stuff, like Lorelai realizing it, telling him about it, him being an asshole. Question is, does it enough to give it to get it past an 8? I don't know. It was really good though. I don't care about the Lane and the CD thing. It was funny the way that they got her the CD. I still believe that her mother is too over the top, too strict. Like, I also got to remember the time period though. The time period was a certain kind of time period where, that's just what it was for some parents, overprotective parents. No Dean, no Jess, some Luke, barely Luke. The Emily stuff I actually really dug. You know what? I'm gonna give it an 8. I like the Emily stuff, man. The Emily stuff was really good. And I love actually the debate stuff with Paris. There was a lot of subtle things here, which I think I'm going to put it up. Like the Paris thing when they were in the school, and she was like wanted to celebrate with Rory, but then she took it really hard when Rory was going to be busy. She was like, you don't want to celebrate with me? Fine. And she walked away. That to me tells me, dude, Paris just has no friends, man. It's so sad, right? No friends. She looks at Rory as like a friend, or she wants to, but she's such a jackass to Rory. The debate was fine. The debate stuff was funny with Paris just traumatizing that poor boy. Let me see. We'll break it down. We start from the beginning. We're doing the whole bagel hockey thing with Lane asking for the CD and asking for news. She's on lockdown. Let's see. We then have Paris come over to practice. Then Christopher calls and says that he's gonna be in that side of town. And he was like, "Well, if you're gonna be here Friday, come to the debate." And yeah, I agree. I agree. He should have said that the girlfriend was coming. The first time of Rory and Lorelai meeting her shouldn't be a surprise. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be a surprise. It's a big deal. He should have treated it like a big deal. He should have treated it like, okay, oh, is it okay if I bring so and so? That's what it should have been like. Or he should have just been like, oh, so and so is coming. Maybe not to the debate because that's a Rory thing, but you know, she's gonna be there that weekend. Something along those lines, but he didn't give anything. This is the whole thing with the CD, Paris being crazy, scaring this kid, bit of comedy, then she walks in. She's intense though. She's way too intense. The girlfriend, like she's try hard, man. Like you guys ever heard that saying, like, yo, you're a try hard? Like she's a try hard. like Paris is a try hard too, but like, you know, Paris ended up winning. They go see the girl. They have some comedy bits here. Then he didn't even tell Rory about it, bro. You talked to Rory on the phone, dude. Longer than you did with Lorelai. You know, they don't know what to do. Invite to Luke's, invite to whatever. They invite them to the house, and they're hanging out. Oh yeah, this part here. This is talking about where Paris kind of comes off like she's very hurt by Rory not wanting to hang out because she can't, or not wanting. Not that she didn't want to. She couldn't. Then we have this thing. This conversation was weird. That she had in the kitchen. Like, who approaches somebody who you're gonna hang out with their kid and they're like, oh, we don't gotta be friends? Who approaches it like that? We don't gotta be anything. I'd be like, what do you mean we don't gotta be anything? You're taking my kid. We gotta be something. Like, so, you know, she ends up saying, you know, all her weird things, very intense, very, ooh, can I ask her out? Ooh, like all very intense. I love the way that Lorelai contacted Rory through the phone and all that stuff. That was pretty funny. Then we made the mistake of taking Christopher to the parents' house. That was just mistakes, man. Richard was also kind of weird in the sense that he was, he just doesn't care about, like, he doesn't care about the whole situation. Honestly, he likes Christopher, so he's cool with Christopher. This part is the whole thing about Rory and the life and all this other stuff. Lorelai keeps thinking maybe Christopher's doing it on purpose. He keeps saying he's not. Then we have the awkwardness here. Is Rory sick? Is Rory sick? Why is she not here? Oh, she's hanging out with, what's her name?
Local, just me and my Volvo.
You have a Volvo?
That's new, isn't it?
I just
What's her name?
Excellent choice. It's nice and simple.
What?
With this woman?
Her name's Sherry.
Sherry, yeah. That's just like, she kept saying this woman, and she got mad, and they had the whole conversation in the kitchen. I get where the mom's coming from, right? I don't agree with it, but I get it. Like, Emily had the same thing that Lorelai had about being with Christopher. Emily had it in the back of her brain, and she thought that they would just always end up together. And they're not ending up together, and now Christopher's got his shit together, and he's going to make it work with Sherry. So yeah, I can see how the mom's upset, and then she's like, oh, well, she's not having Rory on the weekends, all this other stuff. Very intense conversation, and I love the acting here because she seemed like she's about to cry.
Destiny. So you're saying you don't have feelings for him, Lorelai? That all of this is just fine with you?
That's not important.
It's
Fine.
not?
No, what's important is that Christopher is doing well and he's happy.
It was like, oh, she came off like she was about to cry in the scene. Then, you know, we tell Luke that it wasn't a great day. Rory comes over, talks about how Sherry is. She's intense. She's very, you know, everything has to be perfect. It's about family, all this stuff. Then Christopher comes in after Rory goes to do her CD plan. The Michelle thing was actually quite funny. And then we have this thing, right? And then everything's going good. Lorelai pours out her heart and soul about how she felt in terms of she kept waiting for the relationship for him to grow up, and that's why she thinks that, she says, I think
I've always had you in the back of my mind. You know, the prospect of us being together. But this prospect was sort of indefinitely on hold while you know, found yourself. I think I have unconsciously sabotaged every decent relationship I've had, including the one with Max, because I was waiting for you.
like, I don't know, maybe I'm taking this wrong. I would be like, my response as Christopher would have been like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I would have just said, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry that you feel, I'm sorry that I put you through that, or I'm sorry that, I don't know. I would figure out something. He yelled at her and made a scene in the diner.
I'm really glad it's good for you, Lorelai.
I was like, why did I come off like upset? What the hell? Like she's clearly not she's clearly coming from a good place.
How dare you put that on me?
I'm just thanking you.
Well, don't.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Damn it, Lorelai, you're dumping 15 years of unhappiness on me?
Lorelai made the choice not to be with you, right? You made the choice to be a fucking loser of a father that was never around. That's on him, right? And this episode further proves the fact that he admits that he wasn't around, right? And he admits that he wasn't around. He didn't make the effort. That's on him. He wants to make an effort now, and all of a sudden now he wants to make an effort. Now all of a sudden he's in Rory's life. This is what I was saying at the beginning. I'm like, no, if you want to be in your kid's life, you're in your kid's life, right? You do what you can. And all of a sudden now he's making an effort. Therefore, what he was before was an asshole who wasn't in her life. She's saying, you used to be an asshole who you used to be not a good person. I didn't want to be with that. But also I had my own problems, right? But I was hung up on being with you because of my own fucking problems. And he took it like a whole, I don't know, man. I'm curious as hell about the comment section. I'm very curious because I want to see how many defend this. Because I can't. He comes off as an asshole, man. He comes off as an asshole. There's no way. But nonetheless, that's my reaction. Because of the anger and the intensity, I'm going to give it an 8. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, Patreon for the full reaction. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys later.